is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude. And I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
Seriously, I hope you start to feel more excited again. You do seem burned out. I'm burned out on the same kind of game. Like, I'm excited to do something new and different. And when everything is RPG, 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 it's hard to feel excited. It's too much of the same. I'm not the kind of guy. It's like, people say, what's your favorite food? I don't have one. I like to eat a variety of foods in a rotation, so I never get bored of them. If literally every day you give me pizza, 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 by day 6, I don't want pizza ever again. I'm so pizzaed out, I'm burnt out, right? And that's what it feels like right now with RPG overload. It's too much, and I'm kind of burnt out. I just want to finish what I'm playing and do new stuff, because I don't want to do the same shit over and over. I'm tired of it. What's an audacious goal I want to reach this year? I don't have audacious goals. I don't feel like I ever had, right? I never have these sky-high goals for crazy things that I want to do. I just want to maintain. I just want to...
Beg.
Chill. I just want to be successful, enjoying what I'm doing. I would love to improve in some ways. You know, I would like the throwback channel maybe to take off in some different ways. You know, right now the retro reacts are working, but maybe if we have other ideas of, like, throwback projects I could do over there. Some people have been thinking a little bit of ideas there, right? I would like to do better co-op with my wife, because right now we're going to be doing Beyond Two Souls starting in the next few weeks whenever we have a chance. And then hopefully that turns out into something that works. People want to see more. We can get better ideas there. I'd like to integrate her into more content if she so chooses. But she doesn't have to. No pressure, right? But I don't have any giant, like, goals for anything right now. I kind of feel like, to be honest, I don't feel like having big goals is a good idea for someone like me. Because for me, I'm always kind of at risk of something stupid happening, some idiot breaking the law and screwing my business over, you know, harassing me and my family, you know, stuff that's awful, admittedly. But when you have a big goal like that and it doesn't happen, then you tend to be disappointed, right? And I don't want to set myself up for disappointment. I'd rather just have tempered goals that are pretty realistic. You know what I'm saying?
I just want more money.
Any other topics, guys? You want to tag me in the chat? And again, thank you guys, you know, for the support tonight. Just to give you an idea, guys, I mean, no exaggeration, one of the best night streams I've done in 100 years. Really. Even though tips aren't great, which is fine, the other support is really good. And it's like, this is what I mean. People seem to like me just talking way more than me playing a random game now. It just seems to be a running pattern now. That me just hanging out with you guys is just a better time than me doing a couple hours of a random game at night. And, you know, I guess that's that's where we're going to be heading long term, right?
That was delicious. I love the red meat. Alright.
I got a $1 tip. Better call Darth Maul. You're more entertaining right now doing Q&A. You don't say much anymore when you play games. I think instead of being super inoffensive, if I want to be an equal opportunity offender, the laughs will keep coming like the old days. I couldn't even do that. Even if I wanted to do that, I would get in trouble. I'm serious. Like, I can't do that style of commentary anymore. It's not allowed. It's just not allowed anywhere. You know what I find sad? So I can't do my old style of commentary, but there are entire YouTube channels dedicated to literally defaming people. The entire purpose of the channel is to just slander someone and insult them and say awful things about them. And that's okay.
I'm an evil bastard.
But I can't do the commentary I used to do. It's too offensive, right? Demonetize the video, but, you know, get me in trouble with my partnership and stuff like that. How does that make any sense? So my commentary, that's not intended to insult anyone. It's generic commentary aimed at a generalized audience applied to fictional characters, right? That's offensive. But when you have someone who has a targeted attack on someone on YouTube and defames the shit out of them on their content every day, that's acceptable.
Oh my god, he's drinking salt.
How? Exactly. And the truth is, it's not just YouTube selectively enforces what it wants. You know? And it shouldn't. It should be equal across the board. If this ain't good, then this also should not be good. Not you just selectively enforce whatever you feel like. And that's bad. Oh. Okay. Alright, guys. I do feel like... Considering the last question that just hit the chat is, do you think Elmo could defeat Mike Tyson in a fight? I think that's enough. I think we've had enough for tonight. I think that's when you know you've hit your limit of Q&A and chill session. So what I'll say is thank you to everyone here live. You were a great audience. To everyone who supported the stream tonight, thank you. I really appreciate your support tonight. It will help a lot.
Alright guys, so last few minutes, if you want to become a member or if you want to support me by tipping, either way would help tremendously because it's very, very, very slow tonight.
So finally, a few days ago, there was a big public post by Tekken and Harada himself saying we have now implemented a system where we can detect someone who's an infamous plugger. That's what they're actually calling them, pluggers, because they pull the plug during the match, okay? So if you're an infamous plugger and we've seen that you've disconnected a certain amount of times, there's no way that's just like a coincidence. You're doing it on purpose, and we're going to purposefully ban your account from being able to play online moving forward. So that's pretty crazy. That basically, the first time ever this is being implemented. No one's ever done this before. To be clear, no one's ever done this. In some games, what used to happen is, if a match dropped, it would actually hurt both players, right? So if it hurts both players, it sucks, because if you're not the person who pulled the plug, you get penalized like you did something wrong. That's not fair, but it also would penalize the person who pulled it, so they would have less incentive to do it. It would make sense. They're going to still lose the ranking points, so why even disconnect? There's no point. So in that case, people were deterred from doing it because everyone would lose, right? In the case where no one loses if you pull the plug, there's really no way to deter the plugger. So that's why they actually have reached out and tried to figure out who are the infamous pluggers, and they've done it. So here's the deal. Yesterday, Low Tier God jumped on Tekken 8 to do his nightly rage session of playing the game and literally plugging all night whenever he's about to lose, and he found out that his account was banned live on stream. So you might say, ha! Got him! So finally, these people get their just desserts. Except there's a little problem with that. What ends up happening is, you can just make another PlayStation Network account. Yeah, you could just do a second account. And then, you can immediately jump right back on and play again. The difference is, you have to start from the bottom. You have to start your ranking over. So, it is funny. It's the equivalent of, you know, man, you got punished. You got reset to 0. And now you got to play again from the start. But what's to stop the person from just doing it again? And especially if they're better at the game now because they've been playing it for a while, what's to stop them from just plugging over and over and within a week or two, get right back to the level that you were at, right? So it's not a foolproof solution. Essentially, it's a hindrance for these pluggers. It's not going to stop them from doing it, but it's going to make them deterred from doing it. You know, it's like an example here, right here on YouTube, okay? I have 24-hour subscriber-only mode on my chat. Does it stop trolling all the time? No. There's still people who can make troll accounts, come in and troll, and then they get banned, and then they have to wait another 24 hours because they have to make a new account for it to talk again. It's a deterrence. They could keep trolling, but it limits the amount of trolling. I think that's the idea behind banning pluggers, is we know it's not going to stop the plugging action entirely, but at least it deters the worst ones from getting ranks they don't deserve, and they're going to have to systematically, every once in a while, restart their rankings, because we're going to keep catching them and banning them and catching them and banning them again. So, you know, there you go. That's interesting. It's never been done before in a fighting game. And it was funny because it happened live on stream to all of LTG's audience, and everyone made fun of him for it, of course, because he literally just does it, apparently blatantly, in front of everyone. Like, literally in front of everyone, he just does it overall, and there's concrete evidence that he's just an infamous person doing it, and he got banned. But I guess what people were, at least as of the last time that I was looking at it, there were still some of the infamous pluggers, and they were still on there and weren't banned, and people are scratching their head. Why has it not banned them like the top people? Why are they still in there and not banned yet? So I don't know. I guess we'll see if they actually get those people or not. But I just think the whole thing's stupid. Like, I think that it is very dumb that, sadly, people could pull this off. And that it's got to the point where now devs have to take action, because these people are so fucking desperate to have some kind of online recognition for a virtual ranking on a leaderboard. I mean, you have to be the biggest loser on the planet to be pulling the plug during a fucking online fighting game match. Listen, I rage at fighting games. I lose at fighting games because I suck at them a lot of the time, okay? I get frustrated. I'll insult my opponent. I'll say very, very mean things. But I don't pull the plug. A loss is a loss. Even if people get it by underhanded means or spamming or whatever it is, a loss is a loss. You just deal with it, all right? And I don't know how much of a fucking bitch you can be in life that you literally would pull the plug on a fighting game match.
That's like me, right? That's like me. Phil's not self-aware. I'm not self-aware. I have complete lack of self-awareness.
And there is no way that anyone can dispute it. The moment that you do it and you pull that plug, and if you're doing it publicly, that's even worse. You just proved you have no fucking manhood whatsoever. You're a coward, you're a creep, you're a fucking loser. Don't fucking pull the plug on an online virtual game. You can't, I mean, wow. I can't fucking believe people would do that. You have to be like the lowest level of fucking manhood to do that. I mean, wow. I'm sorry, this is not directed at one particular person. Can you imagine the guy who apparently is top 3 in Tekken 8 ranked online? I mean, what a fucking life loser. This is all you do. You sit around playing Tekken, pulling the plug all day. This is your claim to fame in life. Wow, so now you're banned, so now what are you going to do with the rest of your fucking life, you loser? Anyway, again, with as many losses as I've taken, as many licks as I've taken, as much as I've sucked at fighting games, and yes, I acknowledge that I get angry and I rage online and I say naughty things, I don't pull the plug because I'm not a bitch.
That's 100% a lie. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Still has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. I just can't help it. I eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.